Jesper, would you like to make an opening comment about tonight's match?
Yes, it was. I think it was really a battle. I think it was it was a game where we couldn't find much rhythm, and I would say that Dallas came out as they should, playing for their lives and really made it physical, really went up and tried to stress us, and also had some good opportunities, and we were on the back heel of things in the first half. Okay, we had a couple of opportunities, but we couldn't find any rhythm, and also have to say that Dallas made it very, very hard on us. I think they did what they should do in a game like this, and then the second half we found our rhythm, and we had some better control over the game. They didn't threat us that much towards our goal, and then we got closer and closer, and then somehow we found the net in the end. But I think the players didn't play too hectic in the end. They didn't stress up too much, and then we were close to win. And when you go to penalties, everything can happen. Of course, we've been working on it all week and the last 2 weeks. I think the players kept their composure. We had a talk about how to approach it. And I think we did well. It looked solid what we did, and the players really stepped up. And in the end, we came out on top. And I want to say thanks to my counterpart from Dallas, because it's been three weeks with games back and forth, and it's always difficult playing the same opponents 3 times in a row. And it's been really tough for us. And it's how playoffs should be. And on the other note, I don't know how many is watching, because I think everybody is watching this baseball game. So I would congratulate, of course, BC Lions, because it's a good day for Vancouver sports. We are on in the playoffs, and they also made it through in the playoffs. So I think it's a great day for Vancouver sports, and we have to enjoy it, and then we have to not stop here.
Thank you, Jesper. We'll start with Michael, then we'll go Nathan, followed by Simon. Over to you, Michael.
Congratulations, Jesper. I'm sure that was a nervy ending. You touched upon the team's composure. It's something that they've shown all season. Even when you fall behind going into stoppage time, there's this belief that the team can get what it needs, and you came very close to even winning it as well.
We talked about in the break that we played bad halves before. We've been behind before, and we managed to come back, and even though we didn't really find a rhythm in the first half, and also due to the fact that Dallas were very good, we still believed that they would break after maybe 15 minutes in second half, because they used a lot of energy. And I think that we saw that we just kept playing the way we would like to, and also had some very good players coming in from the bench. I think the guys coming in, they really stepped up and helped a lot, getting the momentum in the end, and also playing with the quality. So I think that we really had some very good opportunities, and I think that we deserved the draw, and then we were even close to winning it in the end. And we also talked about if we score, we just go straight at it. So we wouldn't just settle for a draw, but see if we can go for it.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about Ralph Priso? I mean, he's been a bit of I don't even know even if you can say an unsung hero, because he has been getting a lot of praise, but coming in, playing centre-back, excelling at centre-back, and I think a lot of people maybe thought with Matty being back, he might get the start tonight, but again, Ralph comes in, does fantastic, and then gets that equaliser.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, and great for Ralph. I don't know how many of our heroes are unsung anymore, because I think we've been around all of them. But yes, no, we had the feeling that we might play high up the pitch, and also that Ralph could, with the way he can pass the ball, also break some lines that we would benefit from. And he can play that position as well as he can play up in the midfield, and I think that he just showed that he's generally a very good football player, and he showed that all year long, and that he also has a potential for playing that position.
Thank you, Michael. We'll go to Nathan next, please.
Hi, Jesper. Congratulations on the series win. I guess Michael just said I'm not allowed to call them unsung heroes anymore. But,
you can call whatever.
you seem to get these unlikely sources that pop up in big games. I think of Tristan Blackman down in Mexico, Priso today, Canadian Championship. What does that say about that team mentality that you've been really working on building on, where, I mean, these sort of opportunities can really come from anywhere?
Yeah, we have, of course, also we're working sometimes with a plan B if we need to, and play with a little bit more desperation and create maybe some more chaos in the end. This was a set play where we had many players committed into the box, and we were not that strong on set plays today. We didn't have the right connections, but here Thomas went up and there was a little back and forth, and then we got the foot out in the end, and that was great. So it's difficult to say a direct pattern, because this was actually not the, we wanted Matthias up in the end. Like we've done with Tristan a couple of times, and he also created some chaos up there, and is very strong in duels. And I just think that what is important is that when you have 5 minutes left, it can be a long time to create a golden opportunity for yourself, and you just have to keep believing it. It's not much time, but I think also the opponents sometimes they start protecting a lot and start play a little bit too much on time instead of playing a natural form of play, and then we just have to keep pushing and see what can happen. And today we went away with the goal we didn't get 2 weeks ago, but I would rather have it today.
Fair enough. I wanted to ask you just about the MLS playoffs in general. One of the hallmarks of the whole playoff format when it comes to any sport in North America is the whole idea that referees just kind of let players play, and the joke is they put their whistle in their pocket. We've kind of seen that in your series, but we've seen it in other MLS series so far. Is that something that you like, where you might get a little bit more physical, a little bit more aggressive, but maybe there's a bit of a counterbalance both ways?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's difficult for the players to handle. I think it's difficult. Today it's. I don't want to talk too much about our game today, but I've seen, I saw Damiani should have had a red card in the first game against Chicago. I saw Reagan should have had a red card against Minnesota, and I think it's just we need to play with the same rules. Otherwise, it's too confusing for the players. You also saw today in our game and in other situations that it's very difficult for the players to handle when all of a sudden new rules kicks in. If they want to play like this, then we should do it all year. Then that should be the rules. And I don't know why we all of a sudden make a change, but it seems like the referee should not decide the game, but then they do. So now they decide the game. So I don't think they should do it. They should just follow the rules. And that's my opinion. It might be that others have different opinion, but I just think that it's difficult for the players to follow.
I appreciate the candor. Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. Simon next, please.
Hi, Jesper. Congratulations. Tricky game. Obviously, just a little update if you could give us on Tate Johnson and Daniel Rios with the knocks they picked up tonight.
Yeah, I think Tate he hit his shoulder, and I didn't want to let him go in the second half, because then you use a stop early on if he can't go. So we just changed him for Matthias. I don't know how bad it is, but he had a lot of pain. And then Daniel, I don't really know what it is, but we will figure out. I have no update as of now.
Assuming that you will now have, I think, 3 weeks off at this point, if I'm correct. Okay. So now your emphasis is watching the LAFC Austin series and taking quite a bit of scrutiny with that. What are your thoughts about that series and potentially the next opponent that you'll have in the postseason?
Yeah, we saw the first game, and then we have to see the next. It's two good teams. We don't have to mention some of the players from LAFC. Obviously, some big stars in this league that can do a lot of things on their own. a team and a club with a lot of proven history in this league, also in the playoffs. Austin, I think, has really found something late in the season, like Dallas, and I think it's two good teams with different playing styles, but with equally very good opportunities. With both teams having very good players who individually can make the difference. So I think it's going to be interesting. We will look at it, but we'll mostly focus on ourselves and take a deep breath and be sure that we're ready in 3 weeks.